road agreed. So the first corner, I think, is going to be.
They're away. I think you're right. The first corner is going to be everything, and they're heading down with Jack Byrne on the inside. Mullins, I think, has it though from the centre of the front row. It looks like indeed he has. He shuts the door. Jack Byrne down the outside now in the red car. Little bit of help from Keogh at the back, unsettling him. But I thought those two would be first and second. Absolutely not. Great stuff from this, and some of them taking the joker. Jack Byrne has gone down that one. This is fantastic stuff. So the junior is giving us the entertainment we wanted. Ben Mullins, it is from the centre of the front row. A cracking start. Keogh next up. Then is it Aaron Whelan or is it going to be Jack Byrne? Aaron Whelan in the 1 litre micro up against the 1.25 Fiestas. Let's have a look at that one. Nobody going in just too quick. Aaron Whelan just hanging on. That won't suit Jack Byrne. He jokered to try and get out of traffic. He's going to have to get by the micro very quickly. Tries down the inside. But Aaron Whelan, a very successful karter, will have plenty of racecraft. He might have to wait till the main straight. This will be costing him time. So here come the rest of them through. This is great entertainment. Owen Kinsella, Aaron Whelan, Michael Ryan and James Egan in the little 106 as well. Now Jack Byrne right on the tail of the micro. Can he get by on the main straight? He should surely be able to get alongside the micro, but Whelan will defend. Whelan doesn't defend, stays to the outside. Jack Byrne pulls to the inside and gets by. Or does he? Down the inside he does get by. He's ahead, so great stuff. Jack Byrne doing nicely at the front of this one. Then it's Owen Kinsella and Michael Ryan. James Egan there in the little 106, he was very quick in the wet. Always the sign of a good driver if they go very quickly in the wet. I don't think the 106 is quite quick enough to challenge the Fiestas in dry conditions, but he was superb in the wet this morning. But nobody touching young Ben Mullins. He was a bit subdued at the last rallycross, Ben, because he was outpaced by the Fiestas, but he's got himself a Fiesta now with the help of Eric Fleming, and he's making the most of it in this one. Not as close fought as we would have expected. The heats, these cars were all bumper to bumper to bumper, but a little bit more separated this time. But isn't it great fun? Aaron Whelan fourth, best of the non-Fiestas in this one. They're all trying to keep it steady. As we spoke about earlier, they just learn every time they go out. The cars are less sideways and more smooth driving by these guys. They realise that's quick, but look at the pace of young Ben Mullins out front. He's easing away in this one. In fact, as fast as that, a 53.1 as opposed to a 55.4 for Conor Keogh and a 53.4 for Jack Byrne. So joker lap now for Conor, but it looks, it's going to drop back just a little bit, but it's looking very good for Ben Mullins in this one. Fastest lap, as we said. Getting the car a little bit out of shape there, but holding it beautifully. Doesn't lock a wheel and carries that momentum through the great run through that corner. Very difficult corner for a lot of the drivers, especially if you go in there too quick. Now these two guys gave us all the entertainment earlier, and they're back on track together now. But Jack Byrne has leapfrogged Conor Keogh in this one, so great stuff from him. He took the joker lap early, and it obviously worked out for him. Conor Keogh gave us a little bit of information. He said he's born and bred in Palace, and he'd like to thank Tom Twebb, West Cork 4x4, Howlett Auto Developments, and for the Palace flick, which is what he calls a Scandinavian flick when he gets out of shape. So great entertainment from these young drivers, but they're not joking around now. They're having a real go. Keogh having a look down the inside. Byrne has it covered though. These two guys are fantastic when they race together, and I don't know if it's Wexford Youth Academy training, but they give each other just about racing room. It's hard, but it's fair. Owen Kinsella gave us a little bit of information too. A Wexford youngster, he said he's 15 3/4 years old. He'd like to thank John Hayes Plantar and Wexford Home Glazing, but he's got plenty of room on the bonnet for more sponsors, he says. I'm sure he has. But Mullins out front, absolutely dominating this one. And Jack Byrne now easing away very slightly. These two are so closely matched. In terms of lap times, 53.4 is the fastest for Byrne, 54.9 for Conor Keogh, and 53.1 for the leader. So not sure where Ben Mullins got this pace from. These two guys did the winning in the heats, but Mullins getting the head down when it mattered for the final here in juniors. So here they come, still absolutely together. I don't think this is over just yet. Jack Byrne has it at this stage, but Keogh looking very racy in his mirrors, moving to the inside just to let him know he's there. They're both so late on the brakes. Up onto three wheels for Jack Byrne in the Fiesta. Through the gap and down up into third gear. They get up quite a little bit of speed here downhill, remember, on Rallycross 3, and then back down to second, flicking it in through the left-hander here. That's where they rejoin from the joker lap. So great stuff. I'm sure Derek Toll will be watching this well. He's a big fan. Derek Toll from Parts for Cars, a big fan of the junior class, and it is of course the lifeblood of Rallycross. These will be the Rallycross stars of the future, make no mistake. So young Ben Mullins delighted to have Fiesta under him this time as opposed to his older Micra. He was second on the grid, got a cracking start, and he's just disappeared down the road. Jack Byrne in second place and Conor Keogh right with him there in third. So fantastic stuff. Onto the final lap now, and look at Mullins right up on his toes there when he got on the brakes. He was still pushing very, very hard. Fastest lap for him that time round. Joker for him though as well. But the other two go wide. Oh, Conor Keogh out onto the gravel a little bit. That'll cost him time. Will they get anyway close to the leader? I don't think so. Oh, he's done a great... Oh, he's clipped the tyres though. Did he do any damage? He's gone out of shot, but that was a big impact with the tyres for the leader. He certainly knocked the wing mirror off the car. Jack Byrne looks like he's seen it. He's flat across Rallycross 2. Maybe smells a bit of blood. Yeah, the car, not sure if there's any damage to the car, but certainly took the wing mirror off the car and a few other bits on the ground too. The front bumper it's gone. The front bumper's gone on the leader's car inside the final lap. I don't think that'll affect the performance, but he almost threw it all away. And the Wexford boys were almost going to pick it up. There it is, bumperless car. So very, very lucky for that man. But what a drive. Give him a round of applause on the ground. He's delighted with that. He really is. He was so perplexed the last time when he couldn't stay with the Fiestas in his micro here 2 weeks ago. Now